The International Court of Justice has said consular access has to be given to Kulbhushan Jadhav. That's a big story that we are breaking here first on India Today. The International Court of Justice has agreed that Pakistan violated the Vienna Convention. Major relief for Kulbhushan Jadhav at the International Court of Justice. We are breaking that story first here on India Today.
Veuillez vous asseoir. L'audience est ouverte. The court meets this afternoon to hear the oral observations of Pakistan on the request for the indication of provisional measures submitted by the Republic of India. I now call upon Dr. Mohammad Faisal, representative of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. You have the floor.
Your Excellency, the President of the International Court of Justice, honorable judges of the court, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to appear before this court as Pakistan's agent and to make the following remarks. The delegation from Pakistan includes Ambassador Muazzam Ahmad Khan, the agent, myself, Barrister Khawar Qureshi, our counsel, Barrister Asad Rahim, Deputy Counsel, Mr. Joseph Dyke, Assistant Legal Counsel, and Mr. Faraz Zaidi, Counsellor. Mr. President, I will provide a brief overview of the response of Pakistan to this application and then invite our counsel, Mr. Qureshi, to develop the submissions as to why this application is unnecessary and misconceived. Mr. President, I am compelled to observe that whilst we share so much with the applicant state, we are on very different sides today. For our part, we wish that were not so. Moreover, for our part, we wish to make it absolutely clear that we remain committed to the path of peaceful resolution of all disputes, whatever the provocation. Having faced the evil of terrorism on a daily basis, with deadly attacks, only last Friday, killing 26 people, and another killing 11 people on this Saturday, in the area where Commander Jadhav was operating before his capture, we know only too well how the poison of hatred is used to achieve political ends by others. That is why, despite being ambushed into appearing before the court on a few days' notice, we are here. We are here because we will not be cowed by terrorism, nor will we allow any attempt to malign or misrepresent our position or legal processes to go unchecked. We will use all legitimate means to protect our people, our territory, and our reputation from attack, robustly and reasonably.
So at this point of time, Pakistan presenting an overview of its view. There are reports that are coming in from The Hague that seem to suggest that this ICJ case that's on at The Hague, there is forward movement in India's favor. We're just waiting for the verdict to be read out in a moment. And Vidya, the point that Pakistan's making, Mohammad Faisal's making, that they were ambushed into appearing before the ICJ. this actually seems to indicate that India's strategy worked getting to the ICJ. The manner in which Harish Salve took the matter to the ICJ in about 48 hours time preparation to ensure that Kulbhushan Jadhav wasn't hanged. So that was victory won.
But that was the only option India had.
Yes.
You couldn't go to Pakistan and tell them, don't hang. You had to go to the ICJ to get any sort of...
So there's a tweet that's just been put out by an ICJ official who says consular access to be granted to Kulbhushan Jadhav. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's consultant editor Rajdeep Sardesai joining me for the latest on this big story. Rajdeep, take it away. There's some good news for India and for Kulbhushan Jadhav, Rajdeep.
Gaurav, if we go by what the international legal advisor South Asia, Rima Omar, is saying on her Twitter timeline, and it seems to be confirmed broadly, is that the decision in the Jadhav case says the following. ICJ has ruled in favor of India on merits, affirming Jadhav's right to consular access and notification. The court has directed Pakistan to provide effective review and reconsideration of his conviction and sentences. So those are the two big findings, the two big observations in the order. Effectively, what the court is saying, that Jadhav's death sentence should remain suspended until Pakistan effectively reviews and reconsiders the conviction sentence in light of Pakistan's breach of Article 36(1), i.e. denial of consular access and notification. So clearly Pakistan's prima facie violation was the denial of consular access to Jadhav. Stemming from that, the court is making it clear, A, stay on execution as an indispensable condition for the effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence. It doesn't mean that Pakistan has to return Jadhav to India, but it clearly means that Pakistan cannot go ahead with the execution of Mr. Jadhav because they have violated the Vienna Convention when it comes to the right to consular access and notification. So clearly this is a victory, a legal victory, a moral victory for India, and now it will be interesting to see how Pakistan responds. Remember, I have now the copy of the order also here with me. So this is now affirmed not just by a Twitter account of Rima Omar, but also here the order clearly says that Kulbhushan Jadhav's case, India ICJ has ruled in favor of India on merits, and the court has used various previous verdicts as precedents. To conclude, the court says, importantly, to conclude, the court finds that Pakistan is under obligation to provide by means of its own choosing effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence of Mr. Jadhav to ensure that full weight is given to the effect of the violation of the rights set forth in Article 36 of the Vienna Convention, taking account of paragraphs 139, 145 and 146 of this judgment. What are those paragraphs? Those are the paragraphs where it is believed that Pakistan did not give a fundamental right to Kulbhushan Jadhav, a right of a fair trial. The court, in fact, in para 145 says, the agent of Pakistan declared that the Constitution of Pakistan guarantees as a fundamental right the right to a fair trial. However, the court considers that this is a violation of the rights set forth in Article 36 of the Vienna Convention, and its implications for the principles of fair trial should be fully examined and properly addressed during the review and reconsideration. Effectively, by not giving him consular access, Pakistan is seen to have violated that fundamental right that an individual should have, a right to a fair trial, and the right of the defense of the accused should receive close scrutiny during the review and reconsideration. So the court is asking Pakistan to review the order of execution, to reconsider it and effectively give Kulbhushan Jadhav a fair trial. And this is what India has been demanding. So clearly legal and moral victory for India, Gaurav.